Oh, it turned. Okay, let's move this one out of the way. Hey folks, uh, welcome back to the Bonsai Log with Ume Bonsai. I'm Jamie. I'm your host. Um, I'm gonna be doing a lot of travel this weekend, so I just wanted to make sure that I found some time to sit down, set up the camera, work on some of my trees a little bit. Now, I only have about an hour or so before I have to get moving. There's lots of errands I have to knock out before flying out in the morning. So I'm gonna start out with two ume, and depending on how we're doing with time, I've got a Japanese white pine that I might start working on. Now that white pine is still in the pre-bonsai stage, so at this point it's mostly been just some thinning out that's been done. I think it's about ready to come back through for another pruning. But that might be after I get back from Michigan. Anyways, now, before I jump into things, check the description. There's a link to a giveaway I'm doing. I'd strongly encourage anybody that's looking for some tools to get in on that. Yeah, that giveaway will end on the 30th of this month. In the meantime, though, I'm going to be working on adding a bunch of tools and such to the website. Oh, let's turn that music down a hair. Don't see any reason for it to be that loud. Let us see. Bump that a hair, and then that to there. Okay. Nope, that music's not quite where it needs to be. Set it there. Beautiful. I think that's going to be a little bit better for y'all. I wish for the life of me I could remember which cultivar this was. I actually picked up a bunch of ume this past winter, and they're all different cultivars from northern China, which was kind of important to me because it's equally cold there as it is here, and I wanted to make sure that cold hardiness was going to be something my trees were prepared for. So this was bare root when I acquired it and was potted up earlier this spring, and I've just been letting it run. So I'm gonna go ahead and start off by removing these water shoots. And I'm just gonna start doing some cleanup along the trunk. This seems like it'll make a good sacrifice branch. Not sure if you guys see this wiggling around. So I'm inclined to leave that one. Well, as I'm pruning here, I am just pruning to the two internodes, making sure to take out any crotch growth that might be popping up, and making sure to leave space for dieback. Now this time of year, I'm not going to be doing any wiring on this tree. In my experience, Ume kind of touchy about when they're worked. So I'm happy to do some pruning, but I think if I were to try and wire everything up today, that I might be risking or inviting actually losing my branches. Which, as much as I can, I'd like to avoid. I'm going to leave this one long as my future leader. I'll leave that long for some flowers next year. Okay. Got these two shoots emerging right next to each other, but I'm not particularly worried about that. There's no crotch growth going on. This one is crotch growth. Take this shoot out. That one. Take out that damaged leaf. Okay. So the first Ume didn't take much time at all, and honestly, the second one won't either. The other one that we're about to move on to my goal ultimately is to develop this as a broom. We'll see, how that ultimately goes. But I was kind of challenging myself. I heard somewhere that one of the hardest ways to pull off a satisfying broom bonsai is with hard bifurcation. So like one branch turns into two, two turns into four, four into eight, and just kind of keep it nice and a bit staggered. I'll leave that. Oh, I won't get it out of there. Interloper. Definitely taking out all these water shoots. They're just going to continue to make this graft site all funky. But then up this way, I have my two shoots here, and in theory, another two shoots. It's really nothing exciting at this stage. I'm inclined to leave this longer than I usually would, just for the sake of getting more flowers next spring. But I'm on the tail end of my pruning window with these, so I'm hoping that if I take all this back to the two internodes, I'll get a second push of growth. It really is. We've got a long ways to go, but essentially the goal from this year was to take it just from this funky trunk and get started on some branching. Now, I did allow some stuff to die back, so I'm using my concave knob cutters here, and I'm just cleaning up these dead sections. Don't tell anybody you saw that. Just cleaning up these dead sections. I know it's kind of sad, but over time, I think this is going to fill in nicely. Definitely have time to tackle that white pine though, because I think we've killed all of 10-15 minutes. I didn't expect that to take long. I hadn't really thought about it, but I had kept up with most of my other ume throughout the season. These were just the last two I had to get to. So I'm sorry it was the saddest two I saved for y'all, but one day, when they're looking a lot prettier, y'all will appreciate it. So I'm moving on to a Japanese white pine. Still got my scissors here, and really my goal is going to be just kind of cleaning up, chasing stuff in, and pruning for bifurcation. You'll see that there are some pine cones scattered about through here. I did intentionally leave those on here because I'm planning to harvest some seeds later in the season. So as I'm doing my pruning, I want to make sure that, you know, I'm not taking everything out there. Setting back that progress. So let's find a spot y'all can see. Come this way. And I'm going to start out by just removing the obviously dead stuff. That up. I did pick this particular tree up earlier this year. So I consider, you know, what we're going through right now to be the pre-bonsai treatment. Might be next year or the year after before I actually come through and move this into a bonsai pot. My goal has really been to start chasing back my branching and cultivating better branches to work with. So I gave it a good hard prune before it was too late in the growing season. And now I'm coming through and pruning so that my branches alternate which side they're coming out of. Taking out any flawed bottom growth like that. Okay. Let us see. So keep you nice and long. I'll take that shoot out. Right, left, chase you back. That makes you crotch growth. Beautiful. And coming back to here. That shoot's coming out. I don't think this branch has any value. Get that out of there. Or a nice weak branch. To 2. And what we got here? Dead. Dead. Now, if you folks have any questions, I'm happy to chat with you. Otherwise, I'm just going to be rambling about what I'm up to over here. But I do want to let you know that in the description is a link to a giveaway I'm doing. So definitely check that out if you're interested in picking up some tools. But all the tools that are being given away are also listed on the website. Not that you have to buy them. There's no purchase necessary for the giveaway. But I figured I'd share the love with you guys and put a nice little 4-piece kit together. Okay. you back to there. Okay, that branch is looking good. Dead, dead, dead. And ooh, Whirl Central. Okay, what are we gonna do here? You're growing out the bottom. Wait, yeah. So take this one out. That's dead. And you're the better branch between those two. And between those two, that's the better branch. So take this out, that out. And then, ooh, that's a good one. Ah, it's growing right out of the bottom. Okay. Your flaws are unacceptable. I don't mean that. You're beautiful the way you are. You could be more pretty, though. We're working on it, sweetheart. And then alternate. Alternate, alternate. Beautiful. Dead. And dead. Now, if y'all have any questions, just let me know. Okay. Dead. 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 Bam. And bam. Okay. Got that one. Okay, so I got kind of the whole first layer of branches. All right, or did I miss this one over here? Looks like I might have missed this. Okay. Crotch growth. Ooh, okay. Choices, choices, choices. Just UN. Take that out. Gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Okay, coming to here. I'm gonna spin that a bit. That shoot's coming at the bottom. That shoot's coming out the bottom. That's dead. That's straight up. Okay, so keeping one on the left there. So gonna take my left one out at the next set of little bar branches. Left, right, left. Beautiful. Scooch over a hair. Ooh, and I do not like the placement of that shoot at all. So that's coming out. Okay, what's going on with this branch? I'm gonna turn this a hair. Ooh, yeah, it's such a quality one. That's got lots of little forks coming off it. Good stuff. Okay, so I'll take that shoot out. That's looking good. That comes there. Take that shoot out. So if you're going to be the continuation of my leader, I've got one coming out the left further back. So you're the leader, you're right. Take those two shoots out. Then get my downward shoots. Straight up shoot. See, it goes left, right. So keep the left shoot. And I'm going to take you back to there. Yeah, so this morning I was down at the Denver Botanic Garden. Because I'm going to Michigan this weekend, or tomorrow morning, wasn't able to do my typical Friday morning time slot to help out with the bonsai collection down there. But I have been working on like a Juniperus scapulorum that Bjorn had designed and donated to the Botanic Garden here some years ago, and it's in a bit of a neglected state. So my kind of morning project when I go down there is just helping clean it up, breathe some more life into it. So as of this morning, I'm officially done like pruning out all the crotch growth and plod growth. And I've started doing some structural wiring on it. But the rest of the wire will have to be finished next week when I'm back. And to make sure I got home with time to start packing today. No, I'll keep that how it is. Okay, so what's this next one doing? I think that just goes. I don't see why I would keep this. And then dead, dead, and dead. This one, though, this shoot is definitely better for the space. Take back that central leader, and then... Wow, what is going on here? This is so tight. Okay, take that back a little more. And then, let's see, you've got bifurcate. Ooh, no. You're just really tight with side buds. Okay. Take that one out. That one. And that one. Oh, get that tiny fella. Okay, got that. Definitely feeling airier at this stage, I would say. Now, in spots where I have 3 shoots, I'm taking out the stronger, more central shoot, leaving the 2 on the outside. If I've got more than that, I'm thinking about, you know, how, like the qualities of the different side branches, trying to decide what is truly worth it to keep and what is not. Okay, that one has a better fork. This is going off the bottom. That one has a better angle. And then if I look here, let's see. Take that one out. Chase you into there. No, there. Now, if you have any questions, please let me know. And see, there's a couple people here with me right now. In case you missed the notification, I'm doing a giveaway. There's actually something down in the description that'll link you to some more information. But I'm giving away a 4-piece tool set. I'm personally kind of excited about that. Feels nice to finally be in a position to start paying it forward a bit. And yeah, y'all have been so kind about showing me support and love, helping grow the channel over the last year. I don't know how often I'll be able to do giveaways like this, but I figured things are looking up for me at the moment. And if I can, I want to help make things a little easier for somebody else to get into the hobby or upgrade some tools. Okay, this is growing at the bottom. Take you in to there. And then what's going on here? Wow, that's just so congested. I'll spin this around a bit. So, take out the ones growing straight down. Straight down. Air foam off the bottom. You're growing straight up. Has better movement. Nope, but that has better bifurcation. So I'll keep this. Chase it in to there-ish. Okay, that looks good. But then these shoots gotta go. And if I look at these two shoots, they're pretty equivalent, so I'm just gonna take out the one in the middle. I'll take that in to there. Okay. So here's where we're at for the moment. Let's see, let us see. Oh, I almost think take. Nope, what's going on? There we go. That whole thing out. That feels so much better. Okay. Now, get rid of that. That out. Those. Take out that central shoot. Sure, just straight up. Growing out the bottom. Dead. Dead. And dead. 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 Lanky. Okay, and I think this might be my last little patch. Here's a better quality branch. Remove the there. Take that shoot out. And then I think it's just the crown left. So let us see. Weak interior growth. Branch growth. Now, I think I'm ultimately going to leave this particular section untouched. I'll remove this in the winter after I've been able to collect the pine cones off of this and harvest the seeds. I'm going to prune back to the next lower whorl and develop my crown out of that. But for the moment, I want to make sure I'm going to maximize that new apex. So let's see, I've got one fork in that branch. Ooh, 3 forks and a pine cone. Easy choice. But weak interior growth. And weak growth. Okay. Now, I do have to get moving soon, but I'm more than happy to chat with you guys. I see there's quite a few of you watching right now. If you have any questions about Japanese white pine, ume, which I think you might have missed that part earlier, please let me know. No, I see we're done. Alrighty. Well, thank you folks for working with me today. I'll catch you around.